Why saving money will keep you poor. An old tech executive said this to an exhausted delivery driver in the middle of a midnight shift. The driver was stunned. Every piece of financial advice tells us to save. Hide it away. Prepare for a rainy day. But the older man just smiled and said, "Don't just lock your money in a prison, put it to work." What did he mean? Listen closely. In the neon-lit city of Ironbridge lived a courier named Liam. He wasn't old, but his body felt like it. His wrists ached from twisting the motorcycle throttle 12 hours a day. His back was stiff from carrying heavy parcels up apartment stairs. Year after year, he chased the same app algorithms. But the city was getting more expensive. Rents were climbing. Groceries cost double what they did 3 years ago. Every month, his digital paycheck bought less food, less comfort, less freedom. His partner, Maya, stared at the budget spreadsheet every night. "Liam, we're running on fumes. The landlord is raising the rent next month. Your scooter needs a new transmission. We are working ourselves to death just to stay in the exact same place." Liam felt a heavy weight in his chest. He woke up before dawn. He logged off the app past midnight. He did everything right, yet the finish line kept moving backward. One day, while waiting for an order at a financial district coffee shop, Liam overheard two corporate suits talking. One said loudly, "The secret to surviving this economy is strict budgeting. Cut the coffee, stack your cash, and put it in a savings account. Safe and sound." Those words stuck with Liam. That night, he opened a separate, digital, vault in his banking app. Every week, he automatically transferred 10% of his meager earnings into it. Seeing the digital balance grow gave him a fleeting sense of pride. But the sacrifice was brutal. He skipped meals. He wore shoes with worn-out soles that let the rain in. Maya stopped buying her medication regularly. When she asked why they had to live so small, Liam would say, "We are building our safety net, Maya. Just a little longer." 6 months passed. The digital vault held $2,000. Liam felt secure. But outside the app, their life was crumbling. They were exhausted, malnourished, and resentful. One evening, sitting on the fire escape looking out at the city skyline, Liam whispered to himself, "I don't drink, I don't party, I save every cent. Why am I still drowning?" The next morning, his scooter broke down outside a high-end digital design studio. As Liam cursed under his breath, trying to fix the spark plug, an older gentleman walked out of the building. The man was in his late 60s, dressed sharply but casually. He looked calm, unbothered by the chaos of the city. The man watched Liam open his banking app to check if he had enough in his vault to cover a tow truck and a mechanic. The old man took a sip of his coffee, shook his head slowly, and said, "You're playing a losing game, kid." Liam looked up, defensive and angry. "What? I have a savings account. I'm being responsible. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?" The man smiled gently. Saving money is a great first step. But relying only on savings in an inflationary world? That's a guaranteed ticket to poverty. Liam stood up, wiping grease from his hands. "I work 80 hours a week. I don't waste a single dime. What else am I supposed to do?" The man pointed to the phone in Liam's hand. "How long did it take you to save that balance?" 6 months of pure misery, Liam replied. "And if your scooter engine blows completely tomorrow, what happens to that money?" Liam hesitated. "It wipes out the whole vault. I start back at zero." The old man nodded. "Exactly. You are saving at a snail's pace, but life moves at the speed of a rocket. Every day, the central bank prints more money, meaning your saved dollars lose purchasing power. Your digital vault isn't a safe haven, It's a freezer where your money slowly rots. Zero growth. Then what's the alternative? Spend it all? Liam asked, frustrated. No, the old man said, pulling a sleek, high-end tablet from his briefcase. You invested in leverage. Right now, you are trading raw physical labor for pennies. Your input is your time, which is limited. You need to turn your dead cash into an active asset. What did you want to do before you became a delivery driver? Liam looked at the ground. I used to do video editing in college. I was good at it. But my laptop died, and I couldn't afford a new one. The old man tapped the screen of his tablet. This machine is a tool. If you take your $2,000 and buy a refurbished workstation and a professional software license, that money isn't gone. You've transformed a stagnant numbers game into a production engine. You can edit videos for corporate clients at $50 an hour instead of delivering cold food for $12 an hour. Liam felt his heart race. But what if I buy the computer and can't find clients? What if I lose my safety net? The old man's voice turned serious. You are already losing it. Guaranteed. Your savings account gives you the illusion of safety while inflation quietly robs you in your sleep. Investing in yourself carries risk, yes. But it also carries leverage. Cash is dead weight. Tools, skills, and assets are alive. They multiply. The man handed Liam his business card. Don't just hide your money from the world. Build a bridge with it. Even a small one. Then, he hailed a cab and disappeared into the city traffic. That night, Liam couldn't sleep. He stared at the digital balance on his phone. $2,000. It felt like a shield, but he now realized it was made of cardboard. He told Maya about the encounter. Maya looked at his calloused hands and then at his tired eyes. She said, Liam, we've been safe for a year, and we are still miserable. Security isn't a number in a bank account. Security is your ability to earn. Let's buy the tools. The next morning, Liam made the terrifying choice. He transferred his entire savings vault to an electronics supplier. He bought a high-performance laptop, a professional editing suite, and an online certification course. The delivery guys at his depot laughed when they found out. Liam spent his emergency fund on a laptop? Crazy. What if the screen breaks? Liam's hands shook as he set up the computer on their small kitchen table. But he kept reminding himself, money in a vault is dead. Money in a tool is alive. For the next 2 months, Liam slept even less. He delivered food by day, and learned advanced motion graphics by night. There were weeks where no clients responded to his portfolios. He felt a cold dread in his stomach. Had he ruined their lives? But Maya held the line. Keep producing. Quality takes time. Then, a local marketing agency noticed his spec ads on LinkedIn. They hired him for a minor project. Then another. Within 3 months, Liam landed a retainer contract. On a Friday afternoon, he received his first major corporate invoice payout. He stared at the screen. In less than 2 weeks of editing from his kitchen table, he had earned more than 2 months of backbreaking delivery work. He showed Maya. She burst into tears, throwing her arms around his neck. For the first time in years, the suffocating pressure in their chest dissolved. Liam didn't go out and buy a luxury car. He kept their lifestyle modest. He kept a small emergency fund for real peace of mind, but the majority of his surplus revenue went right back into his business. Better hardware, advanced AI tools, and outsourcing minor tasks to other freelancers. He turned his money into a wheel that kept spinning faster. Eventually, other delivery drivers from his old depot came to him. Liam, how did you get out? We save every dollar we can, but we're still stuck. Liam smiled, sitting at his dual monitor desk. Because you're treating your savings like a trophy. Money isn't meant to be hoarded, it's meant to be deployed. Save your first 1,000 to buy yourself breathing room. Then, take the next 1,000 and buy an asset, a skill, a tool, a piece of equipment, a small business asset that scales your time. Stop working for money and start letting your capital work for you. My friend, take a look at your own life today. Having an emergency fund is necessary. That is step 1. But ask yourself honestly, what is your surplus money doing? Is it sleeping in a low-yield account while inflation eats it alive? Or are you actively deploying it to build your freedom? Can you use it to take a high-level certification? To buy the equipment you need to launch that side hustle? To invest in assets that pay you while you sleep? Do not let fear keep your money locked in a jar. Start small, but start today. Because a savings account gives you temporary comfort, but invested leverage gives you true freedom. What is your next move? Are you going to let your capital sleep, or are you going to make it grow?